Okay, so I'm going to do a quick recording because the one that I did on WebEx might not be ready for a little while. So we're going to look at number 6 because I had a question about that. This says the order is to infuse heparin at 10 units per kg per hour. Our available concentration is heparin 40,000 units in 1,000 milliliters. The patient weighs 150 pounds. How many units per hour will you give? How many milliliters per hour will you give? All right, so we have our patient, our patient weighs 150 pounds. And when we convert that, it's going to be 68.18 kilograms, which rounds to 68.2 kilograms because we are going to round our weights to the tenths. Sorry, I wasn't looking. Okay, so then we're going to multiply 10 units per kg, which is our 68.2. And that's going to give us 682 units per hour. Okay, that's all we have to do to get our 10 units per kg per hour. And then if we want to find out how many milliliters per hour, it tells us our concentration is 40,000 units per 1,000 milliliters. Let me make sure that's what was on the screen. Yes, 40,000 units per 1,000 milliliters. So this is how we set it up in ratio and proportion. We're just going to cross multiply. Okay. Divide both sides by 40,000. And X is going to be equal to 17 mils. And I think that might have a decimal in it, but it's gonna round up. So we'll have 17 milliliters per hour. Okay, and that's number 6. So I'm gonna kind of scroll back so you can see that. All right. So then we're gonna look at this protocol. Okay. So for this protocol, we have our bolus. This says bonus, but it means bolus. It was a typo. Our bolus of heparin is going to be 50 units per kg IV push. Then it says begin initial maintenance dose. That's our continuous infusion, our hourly rate. And it tells us the concentration is heparin 25,000 units in 250 mils of D5W. A continuous infusion of heparin 10 units per kg per hour. So this is our bolus, and this is our maintenance rate, which is 10 units per kg per hour. So let's see what our problem says. It says the patient weighs 200 pounds and is to be started on the heparin infusion protocol. And the initial bolus will be how many units, and then what will the maintenance dose be in milliliters per hour. Okay, so our patient weighs 200 pounds. So we need to calculate how many kilos that is. And then we're going to multiply that times 50 units per kg. So let me work that out real quick. guys. Where is my calculator? All right, I think that was the problem before. I lost my little calculator. All right, 200 pounds divided by 2.2 equals 90.9. So 200 pounds is equal to 90.9 kilograms. Okay. I don't know how to make my calculator any smaller. Ugh. All right. So 50 units per kg for our bolus will be 50 times 90.9. And that'll be 45 units. That's going to be our bolus, okay? And then we are to do a maintenance rate of 10 units per kg per hour. So we're going to multiply 10 units times 90.9 kgs to get our maintenance rate. Just so y'all can see what I'm doing. 90.9 times 10, which I could have done that in my head, but that'll be 909 units for our maintenance. Okay, and if we want to find out how many milliliters per hour, our concentration is this 250,000 units per 250. So we come back over here, 250,000 units per 250. Okay, then we're just going to cross multiply all that out. 909 times 250. And that's going to give us 227,250. And we're just going to divide both sides by 25,000. Which gives us 9.09 milliliters per hour. Okay. And then, so looking at this, that's our maintenance units per hour. And that, I'm sorry, this was our bolus. And then the maintenance is the 909 units. Okay. So then if we look at this protocol, the next part of the problem says, if the initial heparin infusion is started at 9:30, what time we need to check the next APTT? So we come back in here and look, and it tells us our bolus, our maintenance dose, and then it says APTT every 6 hours after start of the infusion. So if we start at 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30 would be 6 hours. So our next would be due at 3:30. Then 6 hours after the infusion is started, our APTT is 34. Using the protocol, how much will you rebolus in units? If the infusion rate needs to be adjusted, how many units per hour will the patient be receiving after the adjustment in units per hour? And then how many milliliters per hour? Okay, so our APTT is 34. So come up here and look. APTT of 34 falls in this range, less than 35 seconds. So we rebolus with 70 units per kg. So we're going to multiply 70 times our 90.9 kgs to get our new amount for bolus rate. And then we're going to increase our maintenance rate by 4 units per hour. Okay, well, we know already we're infusing at 909 units. So we need to find out how much 4 units will be. So 4 units times 90.9, because that's our increase, is going to be equal to 36.36 units. So we're going to add 909 with 36.36, if that's right. No, something's not right about that. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why it's not right. Okay, so our initial maintenance rate is 909 units, and we're going to increase it by 4 units per kg. .9 times 4 is equal to 363. So we're actually going to add 363.6, and that's going to give us 1272.6. That's going to be our new rate. So this is our initial maintenance per hour. Okay, and then we're increasing by 4 units per kg, and this is our new maintenance rate. And then if it asked us to decrease by 2 units, then we would just multiply 2 units times 90 kgs, and that would give us 2 times 90.9. That would give us 181.8, and we would just subtract that from this, and that would give us a new maintenance rate if it told us to decrease. And then if we want to find out how many milliliters per hour, we're just going to come back and we're going to use this concentration. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I will be posting the other later.